ecstasy sound. Bang bang boom. Hot cool. Aim it higher till me send to the ecstasy sound.
Ecstasy! Our world!
Yo, ecstasy sound. Bang! Bang bang boom. Hot cool.
Maria Dudu, how will you let me host to do?
Aim it higher till me send to the ecstasy sound.
Maria Dudu, take all me money too. Maria Dudu, can you break up all me plan? Maria Dudu, when you take another man. Maria, what you leave me for? Now you leave and gone. Leave me all alone. Maria, why you leave me? Maria, why you leave me?
Yo, ecstasy sound. Bang bang boom. Hot cool.
Ecstasy! Our world!
Maria, do
Yo, ecstasy sound.
how you left me house to do?
Bang bang boom. Hot
Maria, do take all me money too. Maria, do can you break up all me plan? Maria, do when you take another man. Maria, what you leave me for? Now you leave and gone. Leave me all alone. Maria, why you leave me? 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 Why you leave me, Maria? Now it's called drama. Why you leave me, Maria? And take another.
Shall I bring the power card with me for the laptop?
Yo, ecstasy sound. Bang bang boom. Hot cool.
Anywhere we play, the fans have a real grand time. Whether night or day, whether rain or shine. When the music play, they just can't stand still. Man, woman and child, everyone join in. We don't wanna stop dancing.
We're gonna wrap this house.
Good night, everybody. And we're
Yeah,
here
good
again
night.
for the topics. This is what Tuesday the 24th, whenever. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the get to the point edition of the topics. We now waste no time. We're gonna be in and out. Normally I would come and be long-winded and polysyllabic and Jason would want to know what the fuck you talking about. But we're not doing none of that tonight. We're gonna get on top of the topic. We're gonna say what we're gonna say, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. Good night, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. Um, we are in a tough spot right now. I would say as a federation with regards to our COVID numbers, but I hope everybody is being safe and taking the precautions that they need to take in this time. I myself, Jason, it was kind of free and thing, right? But as I get out my car, my mask dump on my face right now due to what is taking place. And we're gonna talk about some of that later. But um last time on the show, I was making a point concerning the premiere. And like he watches and whatever. And I was saying like he's successful. And when you're successful, you're alright to like show it off however you want. Me not really feel like that gonna be no major thing on his part coming up to the election. The only thing I would say though is Jason, man don't come to me and tell me how much they watch them cars. And when life is good with you, and we see well fresh Jeep, you don't know fresh watch, Other things going on too. You don't know. We have a tendency, I mean, you don't hear it from both sides. How elections cost money. And they're not talking about it in a good way. So it gonna be kind of rough when election come, particularly when we in the pandemic. Me don't know how that part they gonna work out. That's the only thing. And that was the only thing I wanted to add from last week. Um, with regards to this week, Jason, is a lot of confidence. You see what's been taking place in the country.
Man, it's been depressing. I be looking at the numbers, them, you know what I mean? I want to know if there was a cat box with some hidden numbers, and when I look, it just decided to bust home. But at the end of the day, these are logical numbers, and they say numbers don't lie. So, and when I look at these numbers, I still look at the 28% also.
Which 28%?
No, I'm just hypothetically speaking right now.
Oh, I feel you. Okay, well, I think on the 11th we will get some Pfizer vaccine, and I don't tell you that is Pfizer. I willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
It was just dropped recently also that the starting on the 1st of September, all the health centers will be administering Pfizer.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully on the 1st of September, I gonna get my first dose of Pfizer vaccine. You still
You don't
unvaccinated?
you don't have to tell us your medical business, because you ain't gonna tell me when you're HIV positive, so I don't have to know your medical story. So when you get your
Okay,
vaccine, keep it to yourself.
okay,
Cause see what you're gonna
okay,
you wanna ask me my
okay. No
business, but
problem.
I
No, no,
vaccinated.
no, no, no problem. Let's move on. Let's move on. So there was another issue. There was another issue with regards
Hmm.
to, because as you were saying, the numbers and the graphic would have gone up with the latest numbers. I
Yes.
think that came in today, and sometime in the morning, and that would have been the numbers up to 11:59 p.m. Monday.
Hmm.
For the last week, we had 30 cases a day. Um,
Wow.
I got some issue. I got some issues with the report. You want me to talk about my issues with what is going on, or you want to give any kind of comment?
I will give you a comment after you say what you have to say.
Okay, Okay, here's my first issue with what is taking place. Okay. Now I start to follow the numbers recently, I must say, because I see that we have a recent surge, and so I feel like as a citizen, and I trying to be responsible with regards to the virus, even though me, especially due to the fact me vaccinated yet. I trying to be cautious, so I want to be aware of what is taking place.
Okay.
No, I was looking for the numbers Sunday. Them man ain't had no numbers. Them man said they don't put out no numbers Sunday. So what me I try to understand in my head, we in a state of emergency. You taking away my liberty at least part of the night because I can't move from 1 to 5 now.
Uh-huh.
So if we going all the way with this, how come on a Sunday we not put out numbers? How me sound?
Well, you sound good knowing that it's a state of emergency because at the end of the day, you're gonna give credit where credit is due to the frontline workers and all this type of stuff. And knowing it's a health situation, you know, I believe somebody should be in there, you know what I mean, filling that gap, in especially in times like this, because you have a state of emergency and like you ain't got the numbers coming in on Sunday, or you decide to let the numbers roll over on a Monday.
Well, apparently they're saying that the Sundays they just don't put out no numbers on a Sunday. But also here what me I say to add to it,
Mm-hmm.
right now we in the soil. We got 30 cases a day, at least for the last week. So we getting flights from Florida every day, full of Delta. We start to get flights from the UK now, Delta again. Right now, the thing is at such a height that is necessary for us to get the information every day. And while upon the point there too, when you see the
Mm-hmm.
graphic come up, as I say, Monday, the one where they released today, that one they come out and they say Monday 11:59. If you look at the rest of them, they're saying as at 6 p.m. We don't get them at 6 p.m. We ain't getting them at
You're
6
getting
p.m.
me. You're getting
Some
11:59.
sometimes we get them 8 o'clock. The same
But
11:59 one day. We get Tuesday 8 o'clock in the morning.
but but tell me something. Remember you said they don't do testing on a Sunday. So maybe I guess they're sticking to the momentum there.
No, no, no. Me not tell. Well, they don't generally do testing on a Sunday. If you only got 100 years, they ain't do no testing. But if you got 150, they do testing. And further to the
Oh,
point of what I'm saying, this is a state of emergency. In all hands supposed to be on deck at this moment in
yeah,
time.
yeah, but state of emergency and not at them I control the budget, so they know how they want the money spent too. They don't want maybe they gotta spend 150 years per person during that day. So let me just wait the next day will spend 100 years if it's so.
Well, it is if they control the budget, who
Mm-hmm.
facility? No, then again, it's a private facility, so they ain't gonna be able to control the price. They gonna can't control the price. But even so, I'm saying, so you're telling me that $50 is enough to be out of information in a time when information is the key to a lot of things, to just to know something. When you know something, and especially if you could know it ahead of time, right
Mm-hmm.
when it's relevant, I think that it would be more proper for them to actually spend the money and start it out and try to get out this
Well,
thing pan time.
well, the money ain't basically coming from me and you directly. So I guess that's how they look at it. But I ain't like 50 people coming with Delta. Yeah, that's something I'm willing to pay 150 US.
Well, that are the next thing again. When we went through the first kind of little wave there, I
Yes.
think they would have sent away, and they would have determined that we had the lambda variant.
Mm-hmm.
I still waiting to see how long it gonna take for us to send away and to get back some kind of result as to like what it is we got in our society right now. Whether this is still a lambda thing, and we kind of didn't recover from the first time. If this is a new thing, whether we got more than one. All of these are necessary information we need to know.
Yeah, but you ain't gonna get this information under the state of emergency
Why wouldn't you get the information?
because the power is at the man in hands of the government.
Um, is it a state of emergency in Canada right now,
No,
or is not?
no.
So
I'm walking
Canada
into
is
stores. I'm walking into stores without masks, everything, no masks right now.
over in Alberta.
Over in Alberta.
Okay. And there would be no example of a country that is in a state of emergency that is providing information. Let me
Not,
not even max it that. No, let me not even max it that, Jason. Let me just like
hmm
big man thing.
Yeah.
If you're dealing with good governance and you are a citizen in a country, right? Would it be good governance to provide your population with the necessary information to help them? Would it be bad governance? Let me know.
Well, in times like these, a lot of people don't even want to hear the truth.
Jason, hold on. This is the get to the fucking point edition. No? Is it good governance or bad governance to hold back the information? Let me know. This is the get to the fucking point edition. Good or bad?
It's good.
Or is good to hold back the information?
Some of the time,
Okay, Jason, we gonna be moving
depending
on to the
depending on the
hold
situation,
on,
Alan.
we're gonna move on to the next topic. Um, you wanna talk about the NRP launch now, or you wanna hold back that for later still?
We could talk about it now because all of that happened during the process of the week.
Okay. Well, you go ahead. You go first and tell me your thoughts on the launch of Janice.
Well, I didn't watch everything for the launch, but I've seen videos taking place, like you know what I mean, like pre-videos. I've been watching the following Janice on the post. I see Marvin Hanley posting and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like it seems like a lot of things be happening, a lot of things been circulating and all that stuff. There, but at the end of the day, it's all about the grounds.
Okay. So you just basically see a clip of what she say, and you see
Yeah.
other kind of like
I
snippets.
watch I watched the interview with her and Steve Manners. I watched about 5 minutes of it, and she sounds very determined. You know what I mean? Especially knowing what she father had wanted. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that she has to do it, but everybody else should do it too. Also, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So like, I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying. Meaning like, it doesn't have to be she who wants the best for Nevis. It's all about you who want the best for Nevis also.
Okay. So this interview, car, I did not see the interview that she did with Steve. So this was an
Hmm
interview where it was just question and answer. There was no papers.
No, no papers. Question and answer.
Um, what kind of questions were asked?
Like, but basically, like
You know, go.
leadership question,
Okay.
leadership
'Cause
question in terms like what you want and why.
okay. Um, the reason why make me ask you if there was not any papers was
Yeah.
because I tell myself, let me tune in and hear a little bit of the launch, right?
hmm
Okay. And this is my little critique. of the Nevis Reformation Party at this particular time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I see where Janice coming in and is trying to organize the party and trying to show a more professional side of the party. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
However, and this has been my criticism for a long time. The politics is necessary at all
Mm-hmm.
moments in time. You ain't gaining politics and ain't a politician. And I find like when everybody going up there reading off a paper, you know, watch me in me face, in my eye, and tell me what it is taking place or not. You reading off of a paper. You're delivering lines. It's always prepared and manicured, and this is what you're presenting me with. You check it out. Um, well, this is one of the reasons overall why I think that the public would like to see a debate, so that like they could go up there and we could hear what it is they really got to say without them knowing particularly what the questions are. But this is why I mean. Um, it is good to be able to deliver lines, and to say what you're saying. But sometimes I like when you deliver a line, the line not end on the paper. So you're in the middle of saying this good thing, and you got to turn the page and catch back. And sometimes you see them, they look up for a second and then they got to look back down to see where they are, and me not really see the connection. So
But I don't some of the time when they read off the paper, suppose somebody asks a question the same time and they don't have an answer to it.
um remember what I'm saying, we're talking about the context of political. I calling this like a political rally in a
Mm-hmm.
sense. So me ain't really looking for no speech. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, hear what I'm saying in a bigger picture. There are time and places where I expect to hear a damn good speech, and there are time and places where you're talking. When you watch like CCM politicians, like when a man go up and say certain things, right? These man really only got to like read the thing they like the first night, yeah. Cause if you hear them man they on a podium one time, that's it, yeah. It's the same speech you're gonna get every night. You check it out. What I'm saying is like you got to know this thing. You got to know your people. Like you can't read off a people. You can't read off a paper that you know your people, yeah. So sometimes imagine like you're calling a name half a paper and you can't call the name. It better if you not had no paper. Cause at least you could have said you forget the name or something. You got the name on the paper and you still a mess up with the name. Them kind of little things what me try. But listen, I could be wrong or not. It's just a critique. It's my little opinion. And also, Master Control, you got a picture? We were supposed to get a picture to put up. You saw the picture that they took at the end of the event, before the event. Okay, this is the picture. Jason, you have any thoughts on this picture? I want me to take it away. You're gonna be conservative about this picture? I want me to take it away. You taking it in, Jason? You seeing it?
Yes,
Or
yes, yes, yes. I
or,
take it in my full observation.
and you ain't got nothing to say.
Yes, yes, I
Okay.
will say something.
Okay. Well, okay. This
Uh
and I was talking to my partner. I got a partner in England. I was talking for like 3 hours, right? And this is one of the things we were speaking about. Like, big man, I see Zook the other day, right? And you can't see Zook and ain't know that he hear somebody, yeah? You just look like somebody. You got to. No. I mean, even, I just wonder about this thing like everybody got to wear green or some kind of green and them kind of thing there. I just see Obama wear red and he's a Democrat. I just see Donald Trump wear blue and he's a Republican. Even them little things there, I don't know. I just feel like I don't see the connection points on this stage.
Well, Rohan Gan Pat Pants, no? Pat Gan Rohan Pants.
Um, why? Why? Yo, yeah.
Anyhow,
I don't.
I feel Alan, let me get him in 2 cents here. I feel like they
Yeah.
should have looked more formal, knowing that at the launch of the leader. Because it's like, it's like the grand finale right here to finally launch the party now. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it looked like the thief a chance. It looked like the thief a chance and break the curfew and went and keep this thing.
No man, the coffee when 11 o'clock, huh?
But I'm just saying, it looked like they were thief in a chance. You want to go to a funeral and you say you only want to show your face? This is how we look.
Like man, I'm not. And you see, cause this now counteract what I was saying too, because that's the thing. This thing got to look organized, but I don't know. I don't know. The
Yeah,
people, the
man.
people,
I look
the
at it
people
now,
will
you know what I mean?
decide.
It's supposed to, if all of them had on t-shirt, I would have feel better.
And sneakers.
Yeah, green t-shirt, you know what I mean? Like the passing the button, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, everybody got button athletic. Like you gotta be creative in politics because that's what sells. You check it out? Because like you don't see Jamaica just one first, second, and third got people in the feelings for Shakari. You know what I mean? Like you keep up the mode there. You keep the mode there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Um, yes, and by the way, Miss Thompson is gonna be running on Thursday, ladies and gentlemen. If you all want to see her, wow, she's a wonderful lady, and I still back in Shakari. I don't care how much joke I boss. I still back in Shakari. Jason, I got
Mm.
one more thing. I got one more thing. Somebody been asking about say Cleon wig. Them man say she need another one. You realize it? You spot it? You spot it?
Whoa.
That's the launch wig. That's the launch wig. You realize? That's the launch wig. Just
Uh,
check it out. Just check it out. You can go back and watch the rest. That's the launch wig. We gonna need some diversity in the
la,
profile. You check it out.
la,
You need to get
yeah.
around with lax and so.
Okay, launch wig and that. You understand me? What I'm saying is like it's the launch of the leader. Everybody should have done. I'll show all them in and chat with me one another. Like, yo, this is what I put in and blah blah blah. If you don't have this, let me adjust to this. Because guess what?
And
If Mark ain't gonna put on Mark Bradley ain't gonna put on a suit, right? And the rest of them ain't put on a suit. The rest of them got to put on a suit too. When Mark put on jean pants and t-shirt, the rest of them go put on jean pants and t-shirt.
yeah, you better believe it. Yeah. Anyway, I even need to move that picture if I'm in front of Abby. Abby fell apart that picture there.
Yeah, so like you not even say what you gotta say, you know what I mean? With a little more context. You only talk about wig man, but it is what it is. I guess you don't come to your point.
Say what me go say. No man. Yes. What me go say don't incorporate everything what is taking place on top of the story there. One more thing about the COVID. COVID versus CPL. What you think about that there? A lot of people saying it's COVID versus CPL and CPL are winning the game.
Well, I see a post about it on Facebook, and a fella said all you have to do is be responsible. But we should have been doing that since day one, if it's so.
Be responsible.
In term in terms of be careful. If you wanna go to CPL, you go to CPL. CPL is there. But what I'm saying is we could have been responsible from day one, because like we are under I think it's Nevis under a state of emergency. So a lot of things won't be as free as before. So like if you had said that from before, you know what I mean, it would have make total sense. But don't say no, go be responsible. Like we're trying, so nobody being responsible from day one.
Well, me feel like people are taking it in a different way in terms of this, right?
Hmm.
Um, the last time we had numbers like us, so we went by that down. You understand?
Yep.
We having this same escalation again. This time we're saying no lockdown, and people are saying it's because CPL are come. Now remember, when we do the lockdown, it's not a good thing, but it does actually work in terms of slowing down the pace of this thing.
Hmm.
If the real problem what people seeing is that we now lockdown, the numbers they reach part of it. The numbers ain't coming out on time, and if we're gonna get all this mixing and it's just escalating, where this thing going? When I began pan lockdown, when we got 3,000 cases, what's the number what we got to reach now? Cause last time we been there 40 and we went pan lockdown till we reach up to 400, So we got to multiply how much we had now. We got to go from 400 to 4,000. And then the conflict coming in. The government got to be consistent in how them a treat the thing. We got to know what we looking at.
But at the end of the day, it's money. It's money.
What is money?
And money talks. Money makes shit happens, man.
Okay. But you see, once again, I want to ask you, you are living in a country, right? And there is a health crisis in the country. Are you telling me it is a good governance move for the government to just go ahead for the dollar at the risk at the health at the population?
Of course.
That's all it. You live in Canada, right? I got to
Yeah.
let you stay to fuck out of Canada, boy. God them they got to be crazy up there.
Of course. It's money. It's money makes shit happens, man.
Okay. So when you have no people and no beds, no hospital bed to put them in, what exactly are you gonna do at that particular point in time?
They done went through the situation there already. They don't even know the hospital bed already. So they don't do the evaluation.
Okay. So they don't walk out. Really and truly, when you think about it, the
Hmm.
last time we had a ribbon cutting ceremony in a Nevis at the funeral home, them man open, and maybe things kind of slow. Cause remember the pieces and too. So maybe them a walk out by how I become open up that thing here and business or slow. Me no know. But you say it's a good governance move. Take the money over the health.
Take the money.
Well,
Take the money over the health, because at the end of the day, the health gonna still cost money. Guess what? Guess what? If I go on a career work right now working for the city, you know what I mean? I work 30 years, that's a big pension for me. You know what I mean? Something kill me quick. You check it out, they save a lot of money. Because guess what? At the end of the 30 years, I maybe gain $1 million for the pension. You check it out. When I did, you check it out. They save $1 million, you know?
Okay. You're checking out a lot of things just now. I would like to ask you a question. You realize that we don't have elections down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So they just that's not a factor in none of so when the man do like government decisions, in your opinion, so them man factor in like elections, are them man walk out at the end of the day. People ain't gonna be concerned about like the community spread. They're gonna be more like, I know, get the money. You feel like that gonna be that gonna be Nevis people mentality? Think it's a Nevis people mentality.
Think it's Nevis people mentality is what the government gonna do to make sure I stay alive. Yes, I mean ain't about what them gonna do as themselves to stay alive. It's what the government gonna do for them to stay alive.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Based on the decisions the government is not making, in my estimation, good decisions to keep people alive. You know? Damn me, I tell you, I'm money them man. I say, so if them man gonna be making these decisions to not keep me alive, you feel like in the next election things gonna be wonderful?
Of course, because guess what? After 9 days after your funeral, yes, I mean everybody don't forget about that. A next post gonna come up on Facebook. Ignore the nights.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Well, I mean, if they're untouchable, well then I can't complain about the argument then.
I don't see so much of things happen in remorse, you know. And well, look, 2 days after, maybe even three, you just look for the Facebook post, and you feel like a different person.
I understand. Well, I mean, but if a day there, day there, um, the government is gonna be issuing electronic vaccination cards. Well, yeah, electronic vaccination cards from today, something like also, and that's a good move by the government. The only fucking stupid thing the only thing why is stupid with the only momo move is that you have to prevent a valid photo ID and their vaccination card for verification purposes. If I am going in there to take the vaccine, why are you ain't putting my name in a computer database so that I could send me the thing to my phone through an app so that I could get into the places that I want to get into? Why I got to know go give you a valid ID? You see how stupid that be, Jason? Is that a good governance move?
Everything has a loophole. You just expose the whole loophole. You know what I mean for certain people. And no, I ain't gonna say no more comment. I ain't gonna make no more comment after that.
But Jason, the purpose of the thing is to say you got to say what going on, no? So if you know what is taking
Suppose it's
place, this
suppose,
is
but suppose it's an opportunity for you, my brother. I want you to take that opportunity as well.
no. Let it say it public. Let we go.
The
Where's the
purpose,
loophole?
if the loophole is because guess what? Maybe I could send in my ID too. You check it out. I will look. Me got a card.
So you want to send in your ID with
Mm-hmm.
somebody else on your phone.
With who on my phone? Sending me information on my phone. Maybe I should do it right now and see if I get through too. Because they're
But
telling you send in your information. You check it out because guess what? They ain't gonna expect somebody to get up and just do it.
okay. Listen, I appreciate the fact, right, that the first thing you think about when I try to tell you about the system is how to beat the system. But I want to redirect you to my actual question. Because my question is not how you're going to go and beat the system. My question is, that make any kind of fucking sense, Jason? If I don't go in they go take the vaccine, I need to go present ID again? Speak to me. That's what I want to know.
Of course.
Shouldn't they already put it in the database? Alan Powell, Hamilton fucking estate, stupid fucking ugly man, wherever, so that then they could send it to me at my email address. Why now me got to go in and present these ideas and
Because
story again?
because we are the last set of people to think about it. You check it out, third world mentality.
And watch out, really and truly, right? This thing gonna end up got to reach to like even like establishments, with regards to this QR code thing. You gonna go implement them when a man do this thing. And really and truly gonna be beneficial in other ways.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you a situation. Somebody was telling one the lady was telling us about it. That she went to a restaurant and the restaurant required a vaccination ID, like a card or something to show that you're vaccinated. After they present the vaccination, wherever now. Well, he tell the lady, well, show me yours too. Them not got none. So you want me to come in your place vaccinated and you ain't vaccinated?
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah, they ain't got no proof of vaccination.
But Jason, let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suppose you get a gig, right? Right now,
Yeah.
to work at an event.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're working at the event. They tell you ain't got to be vaccinated, but everybody else who is coming in have to be vaccinated. You ain't gonna go up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna work.
So you realize how the people and them got point?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I feel you. I just want you to realize. I just want you to see that there is another side to the story. Cause I know you're gonna do the fucking work.
Of course, I ain't gonna do the work.
Remember, big man, this is just like what is taking place down here, My place and my place. So when you're working for somebody, they could tell you how you're working for them. Also, when you're going in the place, they could tell you how it is you're coming in the place, because it's a private establishment.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to do it, if you ain't want to go through these things, you just got to stop home, At some point in time, it's gonna happen.
Well, the places that more me don't really go to around here, you know what I mean, is more Caribbean places, and they, it just flip flop.
As you said, don't talk about your personal story. We don't have a personal story right now. What else was there?
Checking out the comments, them,
I don't know what I must say. I've been wanting to say a small thing from the premiere.
Gang culture, lad. Correct. How I know this will bring up that this. And let's see what happens. Somebody said, let's see what happens after CPL. This decision makes it hard for them to implement another lockdown because new boundary have been established. So the ID is just for traceability. Somebody said, here in New York, you can download the app to show we are vaccinated. Now, if we are going to eat in any event indoors, you are vaccinated. I guess the gym too. And somebody sent a survey for CPL versus the people. I guess it's a petition or something like that. Is it?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. That got to be a first thing.
Yeah, it just was sent in here. So I guess that's a different story there again. So yeah, at least how should I say it? At least I just watching on right now, like I got no traction right now. I got no traction. Everybody control their own destiny, their own direction, you know. Some of the time, some of the time, that some of the time you just don't have to make yourself an ass, you know. So me just back away from a lot of things and just yeah. But yeah, man, like I just hope the people of St. Kitts Nevis, stay safe and be educated to this thing, like I know, so this is the best time to send out some people to train them to be scientists, you know, because you see what's going on right now. Even if it's one person, yeah, let me
No,
pump that money into the one person.
no, we can't send on nobody will be scientist. I be got to try to finish the fucking hospital first. I be try to finish the hospital first. And then I'll be go send my people will be fucking scientists. I be try to fucking finish Mondo Chuck first. And then I'll be go send my people will be fucking scientists. I'll be try to finish one of the fucking road project on them first. And then I'll be start to send the people will be scientists. In my opinion.
In your opinion, well, a scientist is needed at this time, you know, because we like wait
But
till
yeah,
things happen. So
but Jason, watch out now. Here what going on to right? Um, me watch news, right? Singing and news in general. You got some smart fucking people don't come to news, But um, it's a kind of two-way blame in terms of, and this is another thing to what I've been say, like people that depend on the government too much. By it very hard for people to come back home. Oh yeah, this remind me, man. This remind me of a thing what I've been wanting. Thing. JD been make a comment, right? In a press release or something. Where she been talk about how NRP gonna be for everybody.
yeah.
And CCM is like only for CCM, only for themselves, whatever is the story, right? Here's my
Hmm.
story with the government. When you're watching the government, you ain't supposed to be watching the government like what they really gonna do for you. Except for fundamental rights, which they don't fucking teach us about. And well, some of them they need to upgrade in terms of rights too. But you look into the government for like healthcare and infrastructure and that type of thing. You're looking for the government to provide an environment whereby you could do work per high levels. We could criticize some of the infrastructure what we're seeing in the place and them type of things there, but you ain't supposed to be watching the government to give you everything. You got people who are watching the government to who give them a business. You check it out.
But Alan, if he start bad, he gonna end bad, because maybe somebody set it that way. That is that was supposed government supposed to do. If somebody had set the record straight from early, you know what I mean, he would not come down to all of this.
Well, by really and truly, it take a wider spread education, and when me say education and knowledge and them thing there, me not just mean um like me no mean everybody getting like the same degrees and so. Me mean we need a lot more skills. You check it out in order to get to where we want to get to. Um,
Hmm.
you need your basic education. You understand, like your English and your maths and so, in order to acquire
Yeah,
these skills.
of course.
But
Good night, Iona.
part of the problem is, as I said, but we got a lot of smart people don't pass through the place. Some of them just get the English and the maths and they stop there. Some people ain't get the English and the maths and they feel like they can't get it. But they could get it. You check it out. We need to get more people with skills so that we not depend on the government. We only tell the government, hey, watch out. We only wanna make sure, for instance, we need to get faster fucking internet in this place in order to deal with certain things like going forward digitally. We
Nobody
need that
gonna think about
infrastructure.
that.
We need that infrastructure there in place. You check it out. We need certain other things. You understand? Like anyway, let me not get too in depth in that.
Is what
But,
happened
but
right now? Right now is the other way around because right now what's happening back home, from me understanding, is like you calling them, asking them for. It's them supposed to call. It's them supposed to call you when they want you to do something for them. You check it out. It's like you calling them. Hey, I got a truck here. Give me a little walk up on the road. Then up. No.
and that's what I mean. And watch out. You see, this is why it's a thing where the government can't escape it. Because as you say, if there is a period where maybe you say you're giving out a lot of government contracts because you work out well, this gonna be kind of your stimulus, you want to deal with them kind of things there.
Yeah.
You ain't solve the problem, as we say, of
Uh,
creating an environment where a lot of big projects are due. When all of them man yeah, got chuck and you know a big project I do, it is a problem. You need to
yeah,
have
because
multiple.
a lot of these private owners, private business owners rely upon the government for jobs, especially in the trucking facility.
You check it out, and you see that is why when you look, for example, down at Indian Castle, you see the failure. You see the thing done a flip towards like agriculture story. You check if the hotel was going down, and you needed to get trucks going back and forth. That's a lot of employment. You see the failure now when where what them had Candy Wizard. Them man got all kind of hotel, all type of investors who they know who supposed to come Nevis. And then now so that make your trucking scheme look bad. So now you gotta go be around and do all kind of this road project, that road project and can't finish any of the project.
Um, Somebody, Francisco Dasset said it has to do with the population of the country. Yo, brother man, it ain't got nothing to do with the population of the country because if things were happening how we supposed to, a lot of people wouldn't have been relying on the government. You check it out, if these infrastructures were in place from these private investors, you know what I mean? It would have been a turnover. Because if population was the if population was the problem, if population was the problem, you check it out, they would not have to almost put it. Um, I be getting a so you know, forget it. But
But Jason, you're right because okay, for example,
uh-huh.
I don't gone right. When you watch the citizenship by investment program,
Yes.
I don't went pandi list. 'Cause at one point I was doing some research to see what going on with that day. So I said I gonna start to drive around right to the places and them were in the citizenship by investment program. Who see what finish and what style, what nothing there, all these things. When it come to finishing for real, Dion Daniel got finishing.
Yeah.
You check it out, hittings and them, you could see something, and you could see people are steady and them kind of thing there.
But I feel
When
like a
you
lot of people only vex. I feel like a lot of people only vex with does be envy of Dan because everything passed through him and not really directly through the government. If you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, like you know, the pray like everything goes through him in terms of getting shit done rather than the NIA or the federal government.
Yeah, but watch out. It's a respect to him, similar to Mark. Like he's a man, but if he got it and he's showing it, that's fair. You check the man put out works so that you could see things going on. So
Because we could.
the what we really need to do, right, is
Mhm.
to create a scheme where private individuals and not foreign corporation, not no foreign company or nothing, private individuals from Nevis got a lot of money. You check it out.
and
We need to
and
invest in ourselves and le Nevis and me talk about got money. What they kind of in a sense more powerful than the government. Watch America
and
and Facebook and certain companies. You go produce these.
and to finish what I was saying in terms of what I said earlier and I forget, it just that Francisco was saying, right? Population and problem, it just that the population want too much of the same thing. So that cause a
And and
downfall.
and Jason, the feedback into what maybe not say too. Because when you watch the skill set of the population, you're watching a lot of people who only could do the same thing, you know. When
Exactly.
you're asking them, but what is your skill set? What you gonna bring to the table now? What gonna be different? You check what gonna be able to add to my corporation. You ain't meeting enough people with skills. Because you see, that's another reason why we not understand why sometimes people hesitate to invest, you know. Because okay, when you got to go take on this major project and you don't have people here and you got to go bring in people, in reality, it would be better for them man to come here and work with local people who got the expertise of what they want to do, you know. rather
Hmm.
than to get to rather than to get to bring in these man and pay them thousands of dollars and then still got to put them up and all kind of thing, you know. But if we ain't got the skill set, that's why when you look at the splash pad where we're gonna get down our pennies there. When you look down there, you see what will be laborers. You check. You could tell me the speaker is the project manager, but
Yeah.
so what input he really got? Car
I
to me them Taiwanese man is them man really in control of this thing, and we kind of kind of guiding it. This is not
hey,
this was not done by us. Go ahead.
and you know they'll kill me too in terms of the skill set of the people. If me and you go on a job right now, Alan, and I'm and the next man there, just because the next man wanna do you who get moped, you know the man gonna say where your occupation be. Me is a skilled laborer.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? I gonna be like, motherfucker, you still a fucking laborer. So you might as well you put laborer. I don't see that happen enough time. He got man. You understand me? Because they feel like they want a little more money. They say skilled laborer. Yo, you still a laborer. You either a trade man or not.
That's
There's
what I'm saying.
so you saying you's a skilled laborer? No make no sense. Wow, you wear the
Uh,
wheel your bike while you carry some concrete?
and you see now, car this is how come me I say to ease up this stress now. When you got people, a multitude of people with skills now, then the man could take it upon themselves now and say, well, why me ain't gonna go work for nobody, you know? I gonna go do my thing. They could have the option and say, well, okay, me so skillful in my thing, and somebody out there who bigger see me potential and wanna pay me something where I feel comfortable with. I could carry my
But
skill here and deal with my thing.
But you see, nobody want to think outside the box because it goes back to what we were saying, like relying on the government and all this type of stuff. Because look at it. If you see this set of people who will go anywhere and come back, you understand me? Most of them have studied agriculture.
Yeah, but the problem is most of them are study agriculture and come back and work in agriculture department.
Okay.
You check the real big thing, is if we got agriculturalists in an agriculture department and out on the road doing the thing, producing somewhere, And that's when we gonna feel the benefit. Not when them just a regulate and tell Abby, well, this is how you do this and this is how you do that, and then you don't know they got a little small thing and them a do their little side hustle.
I
You
can't
know,
to
make it no
cajole.
more.
I can't to cajole. If the government now get some, nobody get none.
Well, we understand that is in the thing. And watch here. Hear what me I say too. Me nah fight that. Me nah fight that to an extent, Jason. Because what I'm saying is, this now is why the politics, at least the election, and who your representatives be, and what it is they are trying to achieve is important. Abia put them in there. We are giving them revenue in the form of taxes and so. We're paying them. We're putting them up when they out there and all these things. They're creating laws and all these things. But they also like got to create now the environment for us to make back some money. So we giving them this money. I understand that that's part of the deal. But part of the deal now is that them man take this money now and finish the fucking hospital and finish the fucking Mondo chop. And got it so that when you drive on the road in car, so you not got to drive on the right hand side of the road until a car come because they just pop up. You understand? These
But
things.
I will feel better. I will feel better if the government come forward and say, to all these people who are relying on the government, yo, this is what happening, and this is what will continue to happen for the rest of these months. So this is what you have to do. So if no investors coming in, nobody coming in who create some sort of job, you know what I mean? Give me the heads up rather than dying them to beg you all the time for the little work. If it's that you want, you know what I mean? You just as bad too.
Well, you see, the reason why that kind of impossible right now, remember, you put me a deal with a lot of fucking Jesus right now. So you got to have faith. You understand? So you never know. It could come in the middle of the night and somehow an investor is like, bye. Me don't know. Long time, I would imagine I'm gonna start to hear something about movies again.
But
Some
tell me
kind of
something.
distraction or
But
something
tell me
like that.
something, right? Do you know if anybody has specific degrees of being advisor also? Because I remember back in 2000, from 2006 to maybe 2011, he had a lot of advisors, you know.
No, okay. Let me tell you how advisor gonna know. Okay?
Hmm.
Um it's not no degree. If say you for example. Say you want
Yes,
somebody to take care. So say you want somebody to take care of your finances. You go and get
yeah,
a financial advisor.
yes.
No, it depends on what kind of advice you want. You might want an accountant. You might want
Uh huh.
somebody more. You might want somebody more what deal with investment. You might want somebody what deal with a particular investment. So when you're dealing with an
Hmm.
advisor now, you find somebody who you deem specialize in that role there, and you appoint them
Hmm.
advisor. But you're not gonna degree.
Okay. So the special advisor does he? So
Hmm.
it doesn't have to require certain degrees also.
No, it just depends upon what you think you require. You might want finance because you're weak in a finance, so you bring on that. You might want a health special advisor, you bring on that. You just
Mm-hmm.
depends on what special advice you feel like you need.
True. Just looking for clarification. That's all.
I feel like that every now and then. Funny so. I think that was the
Yeah,
last
man.
topic I
Manners
had
and
on my list.
yeah, man. Manners and respect to everybody who tuned in. It was fun because I don't give us an hour, so hour is an hour. You know. I just want to say thanks to the regulars. Yeah, man.
Wait there.
Manners and
I
respect.
want to. Hey, watch out, watch out.
Uh-huh.
I want to ask you one more question.
Yes.
Um, they're gonna be giving the vaccine to pregnant women and 12 and up. What do you think?
In St. Kitts Nevis,
Yeah.
who want to give the child the vaccine, you know what I mean, is up to them. Not my child right now. Let be 18 and when they're 18, they come back the decision. You check it out. Not under
I,
my
I,
belt.
I would like to remind you of something. You ain't gonna fucking child now. It is a collective union cause the child. So it's your child. I would just like to remind you of that. So,
Well,
so we had.
I don't care how you put it. I don't care how you put it. You know, check it out. Because it look like you will follow the science harder than me. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I will never trust my God. The science. Anyway, yeah, we done with that. That was the last thing.
Manners and respect everybody, you don't know. I don't say get to the point, so we get it to the point.
Yeah, man, good night, everybody. I still mash up.
Bless up.